with the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Smith. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Penny. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Here's McKissick. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn in.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got an open man, it's Ratley. They give him a gain of 37.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6 guys. JLY 33. You draw Hawkins.
Johnson on the counter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, Quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now Gino on first down. They set up the screen to Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A carry now for McKissick. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Mayfield on play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
I'm coming after you. Check. Pistol.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mike. Good. 180. All day.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Good. 180. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Pistol.
Now Mayfield running left on the option. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Regular. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
From the 29, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
You got tight right there. Topper. Mike 50. Watch the slant. Alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half.
Browns 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Well, later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with the powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Run. Right there. 54, right there.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Kings. Mike's 54. Mike's
Throwing, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Point it right. Buzz. Max 50.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
50's the mic. Watch the screen.
Mayfield now. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Get that ball.
Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50. And let's get this.
Smith on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll run with McKissick. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Echo. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. What? Go. Let's go.
Smith to throw on third down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike, 50. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Bring it.
Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. A first down throw from Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marquise Blair, second-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll get it in the hands of Beckham. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Strip the ball. Put up.
Throwing now is Gino. The quick slant caught. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A pitch back. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. J.D. McKissick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Regular. Mike's 50, Mike. Regular. Stay with your man.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Gotta do better.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go. Good. 180. Come on, boy. You got it.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
20. I'm on. Here we go. Tight right. Pistol. Hey, we got 3 down. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Run. 54. All day, dog. Mike 54. Hurry up.
Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, You've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Hey, Haywood. Mike's 5-4. Ready? Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. The point after is good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
65.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Yeah. You don't want none.
A nice little juke. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Penny, a first down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at the 20.
I'm coming.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Mike 54. Watch the run, watch the run.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey.
On first and 10, Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Mike, here we go.
Wait. Show it. Shoot. Let's go. Set, go. And we got Mike, number 53. Set, put. I'm here all day. I'm here to roll. West. 2-6.
After the interception, here's Smith. And this is incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ron Parker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Hey, I'm coming.
They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. He stiff-arms him. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check tight. Check tight. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Hey, alert 33. 54. Here we go. Alert flag.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. One last shot from Mayfield here. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood.